question. If I eat fish, am I eating plastic?
Hi, my name is Emily Rhodes, and I am a student in the class English 201 at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. In this video, I will talk about the vast dispersion of microplastics and how they have unknown implications on human health from various sources. Madeline Smith, in her research on microplastic in seafood, found that microplastics are categorized into two categories, primary and secondary. Primary microplastic is initially smaller than 5 millimeters in size, like beads in face wash, and secondary are microplastics that have broken down from larger plastics. The rate at which plastic degrades varies due to the size, the types of polymers, and the shape. Sources like sunlight and waves degrade the plastic over hundreds to thousands of years, and no one really knows if they degrade fully at that point. The ultraviolet radiation from the sun plays a large role in the heating up of plastic in nature for it to leak its polymers. The filters used in fishing, air vents, and in water treatment facilities currently are not specific or small enough to filter out the microplastic. Microplastics are not a recent issue. They have been around for as long as plastic has been a commercial product and has increasingly replaced natural products as a means of packaging. Microplastic is bioaccumulated through the food chain, from being ingested through the water into small marine life and then eventually ends up in humans. When seafood was tested for microplastic, the results were astonishing.
We ended up finding microplastics in all of the shrimp samples that we looked at. Circular beads, long fibers washed off of laundry, and messy, irregular pieces that were once something larger.
The European Food Safety Authority goes on to list the microplastic found in types of seafood, honey, beer, and even the table salt tested. This issue has become so extensive, it is nearly inescapable. The water supply is most adversely affected by this pollution because it is a constant filtration of larger bodies of water. As the water passes through, so does the plastic, and it is found in irrigation, tap water, and bottled water. Scientists tested 259 bottles of water bought from 9 different countries. The 11 brands of bottled water included big names like Aquafina, Nestle Pure Life, Dasani, Evian, and others. Out of all of the 259 bottles tested, 93% contained some sort of microplastic particles. Despite the fact that plastic water bottles contribute largely to the plastic epidemic, the global society continues to mass consume brands. Large corporations single-handedly make up the majority of the production and consumer profit in the market. If the population were to stop supporting large brands and single-use plastic water bottles in general, then the demand would go down, the supply would follow, and the pollution from them would decrease as well. Recent research has revealed that microplastics may possibly have a negative influence on human health via inhalation. Scientists collected indoor and outdoor dust from 39 cities in China and evaluated the potential health impacts, and all were found to have suspended atmospheric microplastic particles, SAMPs. One would expect for remote places like mountains or rainforests, far from developed society, to have clean air and to be free from breathing in SAMPs. But Ken Liu and his colleagues found that the external transport of them is vast and they flow effortlessly through the current of the wind, far from developed society. It is stated that when the air was tested in a standard household, it was found that 114 pieces of microplastics settle on a dinner plate during the average 20-minute duration of a meal, adding up to anywhere between 13,000 and 68,000 pieces of microplastic per year being consumed. Therefore, it is nearly inevitable that when an individual is breathing in the air around them, they are breathing microplastic as well. So why should you care? Why does it matter that individuals are consuming microplastic at all times? Inhaled microplastic particles directly come in contact with respiratory organs and can accumulate in the lungs, causing chronic symptoms over time. Also, any foreign object into the body is seen as a carrier of pathogens and a vector for viruses. Therefore, there is speculation that the particles likely carry disease into the body. It is obvious that many people refuse to believe that it is either not a global issue or that it is not as catastrophic as it is. and that many believe that it is unrealistic to stop the production of plastic because it would cause such a negative impact to the economy. Although the industry may be benefiting currently, there is no way to predict the detrimental impacts that will reflect on the population, industries, and environment, and that will outweigh the benefits of plastic. Microplastic pollution has gone from an issue in developed countries to an international epidemic. Microplastics are consumed by the population through food, air, and water, causing health impacts that people are not aware of. It is not necessary that countries have to be perfectly plastic-free because it is unrealistic at this moment, but that countries everywhere can practice zero plastic imperfectly to make a change.